2017, the lesbian, bisexual, gay and transgender community are enjoying more freedoms than ever before, including the ability we now see to have same-sex marriages. However, Stonewall, the UK's leading LGBT rights charity, have reported that 1 in 6 LGBT people have been victim to a homophobic hate crime. They concluded by saying that 2/3 of LGBT people feel like they are more likely to be harassed than straight people. I was really shocked by this, so I want to find out how much more people know about these homophobic hate crimes. So I've come to Birmingham Pride today to find out more. Now, 1 in 6 LGBT people have been a victim of a homophobic hate crime in the last 3 years. Me telling you that statistic, are you surprised by that?
Not really, because like at the end of the day, people, especially the older generation, they're still coming to terms with it.
It doesn't shock me based on what my friends tell me, but in terms of what I've received myself, not necessarily.
I would be surprised it's not higher.
Oh, wow. I want to hear just how widespread anti-LGBT discrimination is. So I'm going to the Leicester LGBT Centre, one of the oldest LGBT groups in the UK, to find out more.
One of our officers in the centre a few weeks ago was up north and was walking along hand in hand with her girlfriend, and there was abuse shouted at her from a car window. People are only now beginning to understand that you must report it, that the police must have all this information.
Do you think that the LGBT community can ever really feel safe?
I think we will, we can, we are going to be, and we're on our way to do that. Just give ourselves a little bit of time, be patient with our own selves, but at the same time be vigilant with our own selves that we're on that path.
Tell me about what happened to you last year in September.
Well, it was the first day of freshers and we were just starting our second year and we were on our way to a house party down in Brentford and we were just walking around and there was this fella and he just shouted to me, "Faggot." 3 other lads appeared from nowhere. One of them kicked me in the back and as I was down, the lad who was calling me a faggot managed to get a proper good punch in.
But would you say before the attack you ever felt self-conscious to go out in public?
Never. That was my first ever experience of homophobia, and to have it on such a level like that as well, it was shocking.
So what's being done about these homophobic hate crimes? The Metropolitan Police issued this statement.
Whilst we know that these offences remain seriously underreported, we do take as a positive sign the rise in recorded homophobic offences, believing it in part to be down to a growing willingness of victims to report hate crime. And there is no doubt we have greatly improved the way we deal with homophobic offences due to a greater understanding of the issues faced by the LGBT community. But we know there is much still to be done, and we continue to work towards making further changes to improve the service we provide to victims.
How accepted would you say do you think that the LGBT people are in the UK?
Accepting?
Yeah, accepted.
Accepted.
Yeah,
A mixed
accepting,
bag.
I think it's getting more accepted, like, you know, every year, like, because people are coming out more.
We don't want any like harassment in the street. I mean, I'm in an interracial relationship as well, and even that is still an issue within the LGBT community.
In terms of the last 50 years, we've gone a long way, obviously. It's been 50 years since it's been decriminalised.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I believe everyone deserves a chance of happiness.
It's clear that the LGBT community face a lot of discrimination, even as they gain acceptance from the wider UK society. But as we can see here at Birmingham Pride, the LGBT community are not going to go away and hide anywhere. They're here and they're proud. And through improved conversations about these problems and improvements by the police and celebrations like today, I truthfully feel that these problems and issues will only be something of the past.
The best way for me to deal with stuff is just to carry on, and I feel stronger than ever.